railway that I've been long wanted to document on is the Tattenham Corner Branch down in Surrey. So I came here at London Bridge as I'm going to be getting my Southern service, as we're going to be exploring the entire Tattenham Corner Branch line as we visit every single station. Basically, this is just me doing another exercise of me ticking off every single station on the National Rail network. I'm going to be giving you some facts about this unique service. So what's going to happen is that we're going to be travelling from here all the way up to Purley, where the train will actually divide. It will happen only on weekdays, but on weekends you'll have to catch the hourly service to Tattenham Corner. Like I did in my AI ChatGPT video, which we'll get into it in a second. I actually went to Purley to change there because it was an hourly service for me to get to Kingswood. So what's going to happen is that the front 4 coaches will go to Caterham and the rear 4 is going to go to Tattenham Corner. The thing I have to say is that Southern services can actually run class 377/6s, possibly even 7s up to Tattenham Corner, but we're going to be doing it with /4s and /2s this time, which is a bit interesting. So 377 for something and 377/2 is going to be my companions. So what's going to happen is that we're going to be travelling to Purley, and when it fades up, I will be at Purley to show you a really interesting feature. No, I really should do these more often because, you know, at some point in every man's life, a journey to some of the national rail stations, I have to do more of the suburban commuters around London. Over here behind me, a train is about to divide. This half is going to Caterham, where I've already been, and this half is going to Tattenham Corner, where I hadn't been. The train has split into 2, so we're going to be heading up on the Tattenham Corner Branch. So I'm going to be opening the doors and I'll close them as every time that I arrive by train. So the next station on this line is going to be Reedham, which is going to be the least used station on the Tattenham Corner Branch.
Welcome aboard the Southern service to Tattenham Corner. The next station is Reedham. Please.
Welcome to Reedham Station, which is the least used station on the Tattenham Corner Branch. I just find it a bit weird because this station, along with Kingswood Town, is right alongside the main line, which we'll get into later. We've got a lot of people getting off.
This is Kingswood Town.
Sure it is.
Train is the Southern service to Tattenham Corner.
Fun fact for you about Kingswood Town Station. Kingswood Town used to be called Smitham Station up until 2011. That was the original name that it first had, but they changed it at the request of the DFT Southern Railway to change Smitham into Kingswood Town, because I don't think anyone has ever called the area Smitham before. There's a Smitham Primary School and the Smitham High Street just down there. So I think that we should rename Kingswood Town back to Smitham. So we are on our way to Woodmanstone Station, which is still in the London Borough of Croydon. It's just right there. The next station down the line, which we're getting off, is Chipstead, and that is in Surrey. So Woodmanstone is going to be the final station in the London boroughs.
Aboard the Southern service to Tattenham Corner. The next station is Woodmanstone. Approaching Woodminster.
Welcome to Woodminster Station, which is just in the London Borough of Croydon. The next stop down the line is going to be Chipstead, and that is in Surrey, so this is the final station in the London boroughs.
Chipstead, Kingswood, Tadworth, and Tattenham Corner. The next
Station is Chipstead. Yes, it is. So, what we're going to be doing is that I'm going to be talking to you about the routes that we're going to be taking. So we just ticked off Reedham, Coulsdon Town, and Woodminster. The next stop down the line, which we're getting off, is at Kingswood. So the plan is that I'm going to be getting the train a few stops down to Tadworth. Note though, I will not be ticking off Kingswood because I actually did it in my AI ChatGPT video, link in the corner. And we're going to be taking off Tattenham Corner as well at the end of the night. And there's something I really want to say between Chipstead and Kingswood.
Welcome aboard the Southern Service to Tattenham Corner. The next station is Chipstead.
You know, it's so quiet that in Zone 6 no one can hear you scream at Chipstead Station. I just noticed the old station house is still preserved. And also, Chipstead Station, I'm going to be talking to you about something that you might already know already. A few years ago, 7 or 8 years ago, damn, time flies by so fast, I don't even know why, Jeff Marshall made a video titling London's only foot crossing, because I knew damn well that was not London's only foot crossing. A lot of you definitely realise that there are 2 foot crossings here around this area. They are in between Chipstead, which is this station, and the next station down, which is Kingswood, except that I realised that we have now officially left London, so we are outside of London again, but it is in Zone 6, it's on the London map, you can pay Oyster to get there, so it kind of feels like London. But in all seriousness, if you want to find the actual foot crossings, I will put a flash on Google Maps right now where you can find it. See over there, the station house is over here, but if we go over here, and my goodness, this is such an amazing view from the footbridge. You can literally see some of these houses and all these trees above, which is really, really cool. Come to Chipstead. Chipstead has a very nice charm to it as well. Also, one thing that I have to recognise about Chipstead Station is that if you go to the end of the platform, you can see that there's also this foot crossing right here that will take you to the other side, which I think is no longer in use, which is a bit of a shame. This might be one of those abandoned foot crossings I heard about. So I'm going to be waiting for my train that arrives in 15 minutes.
Is Chipstead, is Kingswood.
So yeah, we are on our way to Tadworth Station. There's no point of me doing Kingswood again because I already did it in my ChatGPT video. Link in the corner again. So yeah, so we're going to be going to Tadworth Station. Let's do it. And also shout out to the driver who gave me a two-tone and driving the 1225 out of Chipstead Station. Legend. Absolute legend. You know, one thing I find a bit weird is that these trains are running on the Tattenham Corner Branch. Normally you would get 377/6s or maybe 7s down this line up to Tattenham Corner, which I find a bit weird, but I still like the fact that these trains are still running on the Tattenham Corner Branch. So we're going to be going to Tadworth Station, and I'm going to be talking about something that has to do with the infrequent calling pattern. Now that is a perfect shot of the goat over there. Again, it goes to show that I'm just the goat and Southern's the goat as well. And also we've got some horses over there as well. Oh my days. Made it into Kingswood. We made it to Kingswood.
And Tattenham Corner. The next station is Tadworth.
So, if you recognise this station, Kingswood is the station where I actually filmed my AI ChatGPT video. So, and I also answered the question, can AI write videos for me? Well, yes, and sometimes no, because AI can sometimes write scripts that are a little bit short. I sometimes started in that video and it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, but it was a very fun experience to do nevertheless. And also I really love the fact that at Chipstead Station I actually did like a proper shot. Like I really am improving on my camera skills and I'm definitely working on that. Okay, quite a few people got off at Tadworth. Not bad. So the lights of Tadworth railway station is just over there. Wait a second, I feel like I might hear my echo voice. Nevertheless, but I'm going to be talking about the infrequent, timetable scheduling, because I think that they used to run direct services from London Bridge up to Tattenham Corner before they introduced the Caterham and Tattenham Corner services. I don't even know if that is true, but I feel like it actually is. So if any of you know what the service pattern, and if you guys agree with what I said here, so let me know in the comments. So now I'm going to be making the very treacherous walk that is going to be taking me up here, and it's going to be taking me around to the other side of the platform. Very simple. Here we are. I just arrived to the other side of Tadworth Station. Oh, here we go. And it's just, behind me here, it's just a steep downhill slope down to the other side of the platform. So yeah, that is a very treacherous walk. I think it was like a 2-3 minute walk to the other side. So I'm going to be going back on the other side. I have to make the treacherous walk again to take me one stop to the end of the line at Tattenham Corner. So then folks, we're almost done completing this challenge. I'm going to be going one stop down to Tattenham Corner. So I decided to wait in Tadworth for about 30 minutes, where there's just me on this platform only and a few other passengers on that place as well. But here goes my train at last. It's going to be the 13:04, so here comes my train. So I'm going to be going a few stops down to Tattenham Corner, and I'm going to be concluding today's journey for today. So we're almost done, but first we're going to get on this train. Come on, let's go one stop to Tattenham Corner.
This is Tadworth. This train is the southern service to...
Surprised that only one other passenger actually got off at Tattenham Corner Station. Tadworth Station, sorry. So I wonder, how many people are going to be getting off at Tattenham Corner Station? I assume it might just be a small number, but take that statement with a pinch of salt. So we're going to go to the end of the line. Let's do it.
The next station is Tattenham Corner. Approaching Tattenham Corner, our final destination. Thank you for travelling with Southern. Please remember to take all your belongings with you when you leave the train.
Alright, time to do some counting then. Here we go. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. And we've got number 5 is about to get off. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, we got 5 people. 5 people got off. To take you guys outside to the station building at Tattenham Corner Station, but unfortunately this train has to go because it ran really late and is now performing the 13:15 out. So I just made it to Tattenham Corner Station. I just find it a bit weird that people will commute here because Epsom Downs is very close to this station. You can get faster services into London from Sutton rather than going the long way round via East Croydon, but I'm officially at the end of the line. Note though is that this station is where the Queen used to arrive in her royal train, so I guess that's the end of this journey. My thanks to everyone who I met along the way, especially the GTR drivers because they were absolute legends, especially the guy that drove in the 12:25 from Chipstead up to Tattenham Corner. And because of this, I'm a regular commuter at times, as far as thousands of other people are, and I've just realised that I've never actually been to these stations, and it's amazing to think that I'm actually ticking off all of the stations that I need to tick off. And I believe I'm just the only person on this train. I'm about to go home. If you enjoyed this video / documentary, thanks for watching, press subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.
The Southern service to
London Bridge,
Coulsdon Town, Reedham, Purley, Purley Oaks, South Croydon, East Croydon, Norwood Junction, and London Bridge. The next station is Tadworth.